I've always been interested in how flight simulators work, so in this video, we're going to create our own, which includes procedurally generated terrain, realistic flight controls, and an AI aircraft to fly along with. To start the project, I decided to work on the plane. As I wasn't too sure how to implement a plane controller in Unity, I found some code by a guy called Ivan, which included a Cessna plane controller. The plane flies really well by default. However, after flying around for a while, I decided that I needed to make a few changes to make the plane feel nicer to control. The first item on my agenda was to make the components of the plane, such as the propeller, flaps, ailerons, elevators, and rudder, move as the plane is controlled. As the model used on the existing controller didn't have any editable parts, I grabbed a model of a Cessna 172 Skyhawk from Sketchfab. After importing and adjusting the dimensions of the model, I updated the physics settings of the aircraft controller, created some pivots on the model, and wrote a quick script to rotate the flight controls as required. After fixing a few bugs, the plane looked much more realistic when flying around the map. Currently, flying the plane into a wall has no repercussions for the player. To solve this, I created an explosion and spark effect using Unity's particle engine, and then added a collision script to spawn the particles when a collision occurred. For a small collision, small sparks are spawned from the collision area, whereas if the plane is involved in a large crash, the explosion particle effect plays and the plane is respawned. To handle poor landings of the plane, I also added a smoke effect to the tyres if a high force is put on them, and another explosion effect if the landing is too hard. Finally, I decided that it was time to add some better UI elements to monitor the speed, altitude, pitch, and roll of the aircraft. I started off by creating the attitude gauge, which is used to measure the pitch and roll. After finishing this sprite, I also created the speedometer and altitude gauge sprites and added them to the game. I then updated the aircraft controller script to set the gauges as appropriate and added a simple brake and flaps text alert. After finishing with the plane mechanics, it was time to work on adding some terrain to fly around. I started by removing the test terrain and implemented a simple script to create a flat terrain mesh, like I did with my Minecraft clone, link in the description. I then used some Perlin Noise on the y-axis to create some soft hills in the terrain. After editing the code to add multiple layers of Perlin Noise, we ended up with some really varied terrain. I then grabbed some textures from ambient CG and applied a stone texture for the mountains and some grass for the valleys. I wanted to keep the map's size somewhat small, so I made the terrain decrease in height towards the edge of the rendered map and added a plane with a water shader from Unity's standard assets to turn the terrain into an island. Next, it was time to work on adding some airports so that the plane can take off and land at something. I first created the shape of the runway and taxiway, and then added an asphalt texture to make the base of the airport. I then added the relevant details and markings to the model, including the runway lines, taxi markers, and aircraft parking area. After this, I added the model to the game and updated the terrain generation script to spawn at least 3 airports on the map and to flatten the terrain where the airport is located. I then updated the plane controller to increase the yaw control sensitivity when grounded, to allow for taxiing around the airport. To make the runways look more used, I added some static planes to the parking bay and altered the terrain generation script to sometimes spawn grass airports rather than the asphalt ones. I then returned to the UI to add a heading indicator so that the player could know which direction they're facing, and also what direction the airport that they're heading to is in. As the plane turns, the dial rotates, showing which way north is. If there's not a heading set for the plane, the red pointer follows north around the dial. However, if we set the heading location of one of the runways, the red pointer jumps to show where the airport is in relation to the player. I then updated the world generator to automatically assign the player a heading when the terrain is spawned, and to give a new airport heading when the player reaches its target airport and has stopped. Now it's time to add other planes to the air. For this video, I'm going to write my own logic to make the planes fly. However, if you'd like to see an AI learn to fly, like the video and leave a comment down below, and that might just happen. Anyway, to start making the AI, I first wrote a takeoff function, which causes the plane to accelerate and pull up. This simple script works really well and keeps the plane from crashing for a while. However, after a few stalls and turns, the AI eventually crashes. I then added some more advanced logic to make the plane fly with a straight pitch and roll after takeoff, before turning to navigate towards a fixed waypoint. After removing the collisions for the waypoints, I then added some more logic to create all of the necessary waypoints to guide the plane to its heading, avoiding any mountains or other parts of the terrain. Once the plane has reached the target airport, I then added some landing and taxiing logic to get the plane back to the airport parking. So there we have it, our own flight simulator with procedurally generated terrain, an advanced AI plane, and some accurate indicators. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see next.